A couple things about two people. Real talk with Roy and saying it like it is. Ain't that fucking funny? I'm talking about two people with basically the same channel name. Alright. I don't know what funny is anymore. Start off with Real Talk with Roy. Real Talk with Roy says he's going to have a live with me at 11 a.m. I asked him, what time zone? He never gets back to me. I go over there anyway. I went over there at 11 a.m. Hi, nobody's home. I saw Flex's comment, WTF, question mark, in caps. I think Flex was looking for the same thing I was. I'm not sure. Not even sure why he cared, but there he was. So apparently Roy had the live, and it was streamed and 156 views. I'm not even going to look at that live. I'm not even going to look at the back play of it because it's probably got comments saying, I knew he wouldn't show because Roy won't tell him. I'll bet you Roy didn't even tell him that I was there. Roy saw my comment. And I just proved it because I saw Flex's comment, and those comments were there before it was live. We were there, Roy. I was there. So don't put it on me, man. I was going to check you out for a second and see what the hell was really going on. Without holding back and without prejudice, man. I was just going to see what was going on. Apparently, you think a 3-hour time gap is acceptable to those of us in the gig economy. My brother, it is not. It is Saturday. Grass needs to be cut. Work needs to be done. I got my Corvette today shining like a new penny. I even rotated the tires. That shit sucked. I could tell you a whole story about lug nuts on a Corvette, but we're not going to go there. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on Real Talk with Roy. We're going to have to discuss his channel name, Real Talk. Okay. Saying it like it is. Trying to find something to disagree with this man about these days, but he's making it awfully fucking hard. I'll give you an example. Unfortunately, I missed this video. I guess it was a day or so ago. DoorDash drivers seem to forget. Okay? Well, he's got a solid point. I used to remember when I used to get my offers when I was on my way to the restaurant, they used to have a thing on top of the app that said, arrive to the store by this time. That's gone. It's been gone since last year. Isn't that funny? That's almost exactly what... That's what Dino said. 5 or 6 years, they figure it out. I wasn't around 5 or 6 years ago, but it makes sense because he was. A lot of you guys were. And around the time that 5 or 6 years popped up, they got rid of that. This is going somewhere. So, Dino's going on about this. I just can't find any holes in his story. I'm trying to, trust me. And I noticed that other people are talking about that, these old people were deactivated. The old drivers were deactivated because they were late by 10 minutes or 15 minutes. I was late by 20 minutes. I called. And they said, yes, you were late. It is okay. Please contact the customer. By the time I contacted the customer, the order had already been delivered. Whatever. I ended up getting 3/4 paid for that order because I did show up. 20 minutes late wasn't my fault. I literally did get stuck in traffic, by the way. It was nasty. All right? Well, I mean, seriously, it was traffic. It was a bad 1-lane road. Traffic going through where the truck stop is. Nobody knew it was going to happen, and it was nasty. I was going to unassign it, but I try not to take that penalty because I need those for when it matters, and I almost did on that one. Problem is, I ran into a lot of shop and delivers that were just choppy. I'm trying to keep Top Dasher, and you got to have a 95% fill rate, and I'm like, I can't take a job when I know half the shit's missing. For some reason, we get blamed for that. If the store itself does not have that item in stock and the customer doesn't want a refund, he doesn't want a subsidy, he wants a refund, you're done. Why are we being penalized for that? I've never... My wife's like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Why would you be penalized if the store's out of stock? I'm like, right? Not only do I want a good rating from this customer, but I like to complete the order, get top dasher, and be able to dash anytime for 7 days. Duh. You know what I mean? Duh. So, no, there's a lot of glitches here that are self-inflicted. These aren't app glitches. These are glitches within this algorithm that Dean was talking about, to where we have to suffer through the common sense that was misplaced and used somewhere else other than for drivers. That came from the boardroom. This is what we're going to do with the algorithm. If they're 10 minutes late, get rid of them. We don't care about flat tires, bad traffic, bad merchants, we do not care. I'm surprised there's any drivers left on the road, quite honestly. The last 2 years have been nothing but knowing your market. Why do you got to know your market? Because restaurants suck. Customers with bad instructions. How in the hell does that fall in our lap? I can understand somebody's just sitting there bullshitting and talking. The clock is ticking, the customer's waiting. He could have already been on the road 10 minutes ago. And DoorDash doesn't know either way what's going on. I say that if you got a dasher that's got experience, and oh, by the way, there are ways to verify this stuff. If like 8 out of 10 dashers show up to this restaurant and it's taking a long time, it's probably just taking a long time. But if there's one dasher out of 100 that go in there, everybody else has been in and out, and for some reason, everywhere he goes, it's 20 minutes, it's 20 minutes, it's 20 minutes. I know a lot of people with the gift of gab. Me, I know this. The sooner I pick that up and get it delivered, the sooner I get the next one. I can make friends on the side. I don't care about friends. I want the next order. So Roy, I'm with you, man. Let's do that. Let's do that live. I hope you didn't chicken shit out on me, man. I don't know what happened there. Maybe you had a busy day too. I'd like to see those comments on your live, though. I knew TORP wouldn't show. I don't know if that happened or not, but I can see where it would. Like I've ever been scared to talk to anybody. That's the funny thing. So, there you go. There's the 2 I got for you today. I agreed with Dino, and I'm not actually surprised about Roy. Those 2 are still the same. And, for better or for worse, I'm showing up to YouTube talking about somebody I used to talk shit about in a good way. And there was somebody that I thought was cool, is now I'm talking shit about, and that is... See, I keep doing that. It's Dino and Roy. You guys know what I'm talking about. Dino seems to be on point, and Roy is just all jacked up. There we go. I never got a chance to talk to Roy. Maybe you can clear that up. Anybody want to tell me what he said over there? Go give the man some views. He's getting paid for that shit. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. Come back and tell me. I'm not getting suckered into going over there and looking at the comments and saying, I knew he wouldn't show. Torres, no, he's scared of you, man. He doesn't want to hear the truth. He can't handle the truth. Come back and let me know what he said. Or like his people said. I'd like to know. I would. I'm kind of curious about it, but I'm not going to go look at his channel. I refuse to give him 0.1% of a view until I know what the hell he's up to. I figured if he was going to have me on a live, we could have done this like men. And here we are doing it as a couple of YouTube drama whores. That's fine. That's the only reason I'm here anyway. It kills me though. I actually went out of my way to go to his live at 11. It kind of pisses me off. I was working on my vet, dog. Damn, have some respect for other tubers, will you? Ugh, fucking Saturday. Last time you did this, I had to hear about it through the DoorDash Revolution. I knew it was a fucking setup. You were talking smack, or had a live, called me out or something, and now this. I mean, really? The only reason I was going to do this is because if you were going to let me talk, oh, by the way, you never did give me a wrench, little jack shit. Why didn't you give me a wrench? I went over there. I saw Flex pop up, the one that gives you all the shit. The one that you argue with all the time on his live, the one that I keep talking about, that you two act like you don't like each other, or like each other on his live, and you come over to yours and talk shit about him. I used to think it was behind his back, but now I know better. That guy, he's got a wrench. He's got a wrench. I still don't have a wrench. Why the fuck I ain't got no wrench, man? What is it about me that scares you? And I'm going to stick with scares because it can't be anything else. You seem to be one of the most I don't care, motherfuckers on the planet, but when it comes to me, you give a fuck. Yeah, boy, do you give a fuck. So let's roll, man. What's up? You don't like the truth? Maybe you think the truth is what you say it is. Your opinion seems to be very interesting to a lot of people because a lot of people don't get it. And Dino, they get his opinion. The only difference is that they say he complains too much. But Jesus Christ, man, you did DoorDash, and now you're a W-2. There's always something to complain about no matter what you're doing. I don't understand why people are so mad about somebody that complains. What I was saying is, if you don't like it, don't do it. That's why I always told Dino, why the fuck you doing it if you don't like it? I'm becoming a little bit like that in my own mind. It's like, I do like it. I like it very much. But there are some easy things to fix with DoorDash that can make everybody's life really easy, including DoorDash itself, the customer's life and the driver's life. But nobody wants to hear from the driver. Nobody. DoorDash wants to hear from the customer. We get the fucking mud splattered in our eye every time they're pissed off for their grass being too long or the sun not being bright enough. They take it out on the fucking driver. DoorDash lets that roll. If we got a problem with bad instructions, we can't rate the customer. If we got a problem with the... I was actually called, I promise you this is true, I was actually called the N-word while I was waiting for a pizza in the text, because I told him it was going to be a little bit more than 20 more minutes at that Jet's Pizza. And he says, listen here, that word, you just make sure that you get it here warm. And I called DoorDash support and I was like, you can read the text, it's right there. They wouldn't read it. They didn't want to read it. She just made sure that I wanted to make sure that I was going to complete the order. Do you know what happened? They actually unassigned that for me. Before I noticed that when I was scanning for orders. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. That is a hate sentence. Could have been a hate crime at the end of the day. At the end of that delivery could have been a hate crime. Calling me the N-word? They don't know if I'm black, white, Asian, or what am I? I'm like, why'd you want to sign it? Oh, because it might be a safety risk, but I'm the one being penalized. Had I called somebody the N-word, I'd have been deactivated. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, TORP out.